10th Standard Social Science, Summative Assessment 1, Model Paper 2, Key Answer. Dear students, you have already watched Model Paper 1. If you want to watch it again, link is given in the description. Summative Assessment 1, SET-2, Class 10th, Subject Social Science, Marks 80, Duration 3 hours. First main, 4 choices are given for each incomplete statements or questions. Choose the correct answer and write the complete answer along with its letter of alphabet. First one, the first factory of the French was started at Pondicherry, Surat, Machilipattanam, Chandranagore. Correct answer is option B, Surat. Second one, the one who deeply influenced by Satyashodak Samaj was M.G. Ranade, Swami Vivekananda, Atmaram Panduranga, Shahu Maharaj. Correct answer is option D, Shahu Maharaj. Mahatma Gandhi called it a stigma on the Hindu society. Untouchability, child marriage, dowry system, idol worship. Correct answer is option A, untouchability. The central government has enacted Equal Wages Act in 1775, 1974, 1976, 1955. Correct answer is option C, 1976. The chairman of National Planning Commission is the Prime Minister, the Chief Minister, the President, the Finance Minister. Correct answer is option A, the Prime Minister. Sixth question, the term bank is derived from Old Italian word bancu, bench, banco, banker. Correct answer is option C, banco. Black soils contains more of clay particles because it is found normally in the areas receiving more than 200 centimeters of rainfall. It is formed in the regions of less rainfall and high temperature. It is formed from the organic matter. It is formed from the weathering of igneous rock. Correct answer is option D. It is formed from the weathering of igneous rock. Mexico and Taiwan achieved immense success in the production of wheat because they made use of high-yielding wheat grains. They introduced green revolution. They followed pre-harvest technology in the production of wheat. They followed post-harvest technology in the production of wheat. Correct answer is option A. They made use of high-yielding wheat grains. Let's move to second main. Answer the following questions in a sentence each. Who are the first to re-establish trade between India and Europe? Correct answer, the Portuguese. Who was named as the traditional leader of Marathas after the Third Anglo-Maratha War? Pratap Simha is the correct answer. Between whom 20 years Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation was signed? India and Russia. What does truly the whole mankind is one denote? It denotes that all human beings are one. Write the meaning of profiteering. Profiteering means the excess profits earning trend at the cost of general public or consumers. What is the recent development in banking industry? The recent development in banking industry is the inclusion of post offices into its fold. Laterite soil also looks red in color. Why? Because of having rainfall, the minerals of the soil get washed off, leaving behind ferric oxide and aluminum in the surface soil. Hence, this soil also looks red in color. Dr. M.S. Swaminathan is called the father of Green Revolution. Why? The role of Dr. M.S. Swaminathan, agricultural scientist, in implementing the improved technology in Indian agriculture is significant. Hence, he is called the father of Green Revolution. Third main, answer the following questions in 4 sentences each. There were confusions and chaos in this kingdom before Martandavarma came to throne. Justify. Earlier ruler Ramavarma was very weak. The Dutch East India Company possessed strong military power and had greater ambition in the politics. The surrounding rulers were also strong. The Palagas of Wayanad made ruler Ramavarma weak. Even at a tender age of 10, Martandavarma suggested strategies to his maternal uncle Ramavarma for the rise of his province. In this way, we can say that there were confusions and chaos in his kingdom before Martandavarma came to the throne. What are the reasons for overpopulation in India? Increasing birth rate, decreasing death rate, rise of long lively period, decrease of infant mortality, or how did Russia help India? Russia condemned China's aggression. During the liberation of Goa, Soviet Russia supported India. Tashkent Agreement was signed by India and Pakistan with the mediation of Russia. India and Soviet Russia entered into 20 years Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation. Russia assisted India to have steel plants at Bhilai and Bokaro. The practice of untouchability is dying down. Why? At present, the Constitution guarantees the provision of all facilities to people of all classes and castes. People belonging to backward castes and classes are getting special facilities. The practice of untouchability is dying down as a result of the gradual increase in literacy. This is a heartening development and has helped to promote social harmony. Explain the problems of unorganized workers. The work of unorganized workers is not bound by any rules or regulations. They get only wages for their work without any additional facilities or medical help. They are denied of job security, fixed wages and allowances. Sometimes unorganized workers were harassed by entrepreneurs. List out the problems found in developing countries. Unemployment, poverty, agricultural backwardness, unequal distribution of income and wealth, lack of basic facilities or amenities like transport, communication, electricity, education, health, etc. Explain the current account. Current account is opened by businessmen who have a large number of regular transactions with the bank. It includes deposits, withdrawals and contra transactions. In current account, amount can be deposited or withdrawn any number of times in a day. Generally, banks do not give any interest on these deposits but collect service charges or bank charges on such account. Explain the rebellion of Bedas of Halagali. The British banned the usage of weapons. The Bedas, who always kept guns as part of their customs, were good hunters. They rebelled against the British when they were asked to surrender their firearms. The Bedas of Manturu, Budni, Alagundi, and neighboring villages joined Halagali Bedas. The British army entered Halagali village to suppress the rebellion. They suppressed the Bedas in an inhuman way. Mention the Indian climate seasons. Summer season, southwest monsoon season, retreating monsoon season, winter season. How does southwest monsoon bring rainfall? Southwest monsoon separates India into two branches. One is the Arabian Sea branch and the other is the Bay of Bengal branch. Monsoon winds are obstructed by the Western Ghats. As such, maximum rainfall is seen to the west of the Ghats. As these winds proceed to the east, they get depleted of rain. The eastern regions of the Western Ghats are called rain shadow regions. Fourth main, answer the following questions in 6 sentences each. Explain the reasons for Second Anglo-Maratha War. The differences among the Maratha chieftains was the main reason. There was enmity between Yashwantrao of Holkar family and Daulatrao of Scindia family. Holkar defeated the armies of Scindia and the Peshwa. The Peshwa appealed to the British for help. The Peshwa entered the subsidiary alliance system by accepting the Treaty of Bessin. Holkar, Gwalior and Bhosle formed an alliance opposing this treaty. What are the effects of Fourth Anglo-Mysore War? Tipu died while fighting against the British. The British were happy as if the whole India came under their rule. Most of the territories under Tipu's rule was shared among the British, the Marathas and the Nizam of Hyderabad. A small territory was handed over to the royal representatives of Mysore Vadiyas. This region came to be known as Mysore Princely State. Explain the contributions of Prarthana Samaj. Prarthana Samaj was established by Atmaram Panduranga. It said service to mankind is service to God. It founded the Deccan Education Society. It encouraged widow marriage, female illiteracy, intercaste marriage, eating together by people of all castes. It opposed child marriage, caste system, idol worship and parda system. It maintained that all regions were paths towards the truth. It established orphanages, national schools and shelter homes for women. Analyze the relationship between India and China. China has annexed Tibet against Indian will 1962. China invaded India and won the war. China's claim over Arunachal Pradesh, one of our states, is a significant issue of Indo-China relationship. Maoist terrorism in the form of Naxalism in India is also casting a shadow on our mutual relations. Our border is also not finally demarcated. We do have only line of actual control. Even nuclear threat, foreign trade challenges, military advancements in border areas are some of the issues which strain our relations with China. What are the constitutional and legal measures undertaken to eradicate untouchability? Section 17 of the Constitution prohibits the practice of untouchability. The Untouchability Crime Act was implemented in 1955. Some lacuna of this act were rectified and the act was amended as Citizens' Rights Protection Act in 1976. According to this act, practice of untouchability is a punishable offense. universal suffrage and right to equality have been guaranteed in the constitution to all citizens of the country. All people belonging to backward caste, especially the scheduled caste, have been provided reservation in educational, political, economic and employment opportunities. The regulation of 1989 confers special responsibilities to the state governments with regard to eradication of untouchability. These are the constitutional legal measures undertaken to eradicate untouchability. List out the features of black soil. Black soil is also called regur soil. It is best suited for cotton cultivation. Therefore, it is also called black cotton soil. The area of black cotton soil is also called Deccan Trap. The soil is formed from the weathering of igneous rock. It contains more of clay particles. It is fertile and capable of retaining water. This soil more of lime and magnesium carbonates. It is highly suitable for dry farming. Mention the types of forests found in India. Evergreen forest, deciduous monsoon forest, tropical grasslands, mangrove forest, desert vegetation, alpine forests of Himalayas. Or mention important hydroelectric power generation centers of Tamil Nadu. Mettur project, Paikara electric project, Periyar project, Kunda project, Moyar project, Kodayar project. What are the services offered by banks? Debit card and credit cards, personal loans, home and vehicle loans, mutual funds, safe deposit lockers, trust services, signature guarantees, e-banking. Or what are the financial services given by post office? Post office savings bank, issue of national savings certificate, Kisan Vikas Patra, monthly recurring deposits, post life insurance, pension payment. The Charter Act of 1813 is a historic act. Why? This act licensed the East India Company to stay for another 20 years in India. A new era of license and permit was started. The board of directors was vested with the powers to appoint the Governor General and the Commander in Chief. The churches were allowed to enter India officially. The Christian missionaries were directed to enrich the knowledge of Indians and also enhance the moral and spiritual life of Indians. Both pre-harvest and post-harvest technology has enabled the green revolution. How? Pre-harvest technology, growing crops using high-yielding grains, providing specific nutrients, regulated supply of water, protection from diseases, the use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Post-harvest technology, agri markets were improved, surplus produce had to be processed, granaries and cold storage warehouses to store the surplus produce, the latest technology. Or there are many problems found in developing countries justify unemployment, poverty, agricultural backwardness, unequal distribution of income and wealth, lack of basic amenities like transport, communication, electricity, education, health, etc. Fifth main, answer the following questions in 8 sentences each. Make a list of the reforms introduced by the British in the field of modern education system. Warren Hastings facilitated the expansion of the modern education in India. He started Calcutta Madrasa. Jonathan Duncan started Sanskrit College in Benares. Charles Grant pressed for the extension of British education in India. The expansion of the British education in India received special support from Lord William Bentinck. Bentinck appointed Macaulay as the member of Governor General's Executive Committee. Macaulay was also appointed as the chairperson of the Committee on Education. The report on education submitted by him became the base of modern education in India. Lord Dalhousie established universities in Calcutta, Bombay, and Madras as per the suggestions of Charles Wood's Commission. Or what were the achievements of Chamarajendra Wadiyar 10th? During his period, the Mysore Representative Assembly was established. During his period, gold mines in Kolar, Bangalore, Mysore Railway were established. He gave shelter to Vivekananda when he came to Mysore. He helped Vivekananda to participate in the Parliament of World Religion at Chicago. As he had a love towards Kannada and Sanskrit, he patronized many scholars. Basappa Shastri was important among them. Basappa Shastri had written many books, was known as Abhinava Kalidasa. Basappa Shastri has composed the state anthem of Mysore, Kayo Shri Gauri. Explain the contribution of Ram Mohan Rai. He started Brahmo Samaj. He has been called the father of Indian Renaissance. He questioned the practice of idol worship. He argued that modern science and English education were essential for an Indian revival. He opposed exploitation of women. He led an organized attack against the practice of sati and child marriage. He supported the prohibition of Sati Act. He started a newspaper in Bengali called Samvada Kaumudi. Indian forest areas are gradually decreasing. Why? Expansion of agriculture, animal grazing, construction of roads and rail routes, irrigation projects, forest fire, mining. How can corruption be prevented? Strong political will as well as public support, good political leadership, sound bureaucracy, politically matured citizens with civic sense, Lokpal and Lokayukta, educational institution and social leaders, strict punitive measures have to be adopted. Sixth main, question number 38. Draw an outline map of India and mark the following in it. 82.5 degree east longitude, Konkan coast, river Kosi, Damodar valley. A. 82.5 degree east longitude. B. Konkan coast. C. River Kosi. D. Damodar valley.